Hello! This will be a Zelda 64 Dawn and Dusk speedrun for the 100% category. Zelda 64 Dawn and Dusk is an Ocarina of Time ROM hack. Here my file name is Micaiah because of a reference in the game's story, and we'll see later what that exact reference I believe is. And let's start. Zelda 64 Dawn and Dusk was created with the purpose of proving it was possible to use the N64's extension, the N64 disk drive, to improve and add new things to Ocarina of Time. So this ROM hack actually works not only on console with EverDrive, but on console that used the N64 disk drive. It was developed by Captain CEI when it comes to the overall design of the ROM hack, the music, the story, and everything that's 64DD porting was Luigi Blood. The story goes as follows. The country is used to be divided in two parts, the west side and the east side. However, one day the west side decides to tame some beast, or at least tries to tame some beast, to use it as a weapon against the east side to take over the whole country. However, the beast ends up taking control of the west side and turns them into a war against the east side. However, east side uses their Priestess of Dawn, the reason why I call Link Micaiah in this game, to go and attack that dragon and chase it back to the west side. And from this point on, the west side of the country is now known as the Dusk side, and the east side is now known as the east side. And Link's goal in this game will be to take back control of the Dusk side, or at least protect the Dawn side and help people from the Dusk side. So you saw the inn there, it's completely new. The music was original indoors music from Ocarina of Time. However, the map was completely new. Now we're in Downgrove Village. That's a completely new map, new music, and new mini-map that's actually functional. I don't always see that in ROM hack, so it's pretty cool to see it here. Now I threw the Cuckoo away from me, and when a Cuckoo is afraid, it's going to go in the direction opposite to you. So we abused that mechanic so the Cuckoo can go and run up the stairs. So we can save some time to use it to go and get some item later. Okay, and we made it. The Cuckoo is up the stairs. So we'll be grabbing it anytime soon to go and collect a second heart piece. So I'll be picking up 5 rupee here for a 10 rupee heart piece we're going to buy later on. And then we'll be escaping this by this area by just doing some nice side hops. Oh, good alignment with the door, I'm happy. So the goal at the start of the game in the village is to get the basic items we need for progress later on. So we'll clean up as much as we can and then come back later for the items we cannot get right now. So that was the slingshot. The old lady here actually tells you you can keep it because she doesn't want to use it anymore because she feels she's too old. That's the first big item we get in the village. On top of already starting with our beautiful wooden shield that has that's been changed from the normal Deku shield with the sun design on it. And if you've paid attention, we just saw Dampé's portrait when entering that house. And so that's Danpei's sword. And we're gonna use it to go and beat this game. So we get out of this house. That can happen. For real. There's a bottle down here. Usually the watchman tells us to go and get it. However, we already know, so we don't need to go and ask him for help. And that was everything we could collect right now in the village. We'll need one other item, so near the end of the run we'll come back to clean up Dongrove Village. So here, I'll align with the exit, start a backwalk, since after 4 rolls in a straight line, you're better off with the backwalk instead. Now we reach Dongrove, which is a form of forest/maze. So we're going to get some more items in here for progress. So next item we're getting, which is super important in this game, is Deku Stick, because this game is filled with torch puzzles. So you need 2 in this run. For a marathon run, I'm probably going to pick up a 3rd and 4th one, just in case. Dude. Okay, cool, made it. So that made that big chest spawn. Okay. Notice the gate here that has a torch inside, or past it. So we're gonna need to open up that gate. Just be careful, because if you backwalk a bit too boldly here, you can enter that grotto before lighting up the torch, and that's really bad. So let's give some space to that business scrub. Usually it's more tolerant than that, but it's fine. It gives us another heart piece. So if we took damage before that from the Babas, we get back our health. So here with downright shield turn, I can get a very good angle to go through that loading plane. So we're gonna go and pick up the contents of the chest that spawned from the torch we lit up earlier. Another important item, actually, that will really help us for progress. I'm not exactly sure if you can skip it. So now we're gonna go across that bridge carefully. Okay, that's good. To give us another item. What is called the power bracelet in this game. Notice that the usual Goron design from Ocarina of Time has been changed with a nice sun. However, this bracelet can be skipped, and is skipped in any percent. In fact, this game has 100% as category, also any percent, glitchless subcategories. Also has a category where we try and collect as many bottles as possible. The theoretical count for this is 12 bottles. So using lots of various glitches like RBA and get item manipulation, ice split plate, whatever. Okay, so let's grab some more. Okay, 3 is fine. So that was all the items we will be collecting. and Dongrove. Now we are in the area that we, speedrunners and glitch hunters of this game usually call Dongrove Cave. So that glitch here I just started is called Flame Storage. It allows you to carry the Deku Stick Flame and be able to use items at the same time. Essentially, the game doesn't have time to stop, to unload the flame, or when you pull out the slingshot. And so we'll be carrying that flame with us. So usually you need to light up the torch in front of me. So for backtracking purposes, I push that block because we'll need to come back, and we don't want to go and fight Dos Cultiles and Giant Deku Baba later on. Oh wow, that was actually super efficient. So here, if you... Okay, that happens. If you time your jump well, you can actually make the boulders explode and land on the platform. Notice here how I equipped the metal shield. You don't really need it for anything that Link is going to do, but you need to do that to protect your wooden shield, because there will be spinning flamethrowers eventually trying to attack us. Dude, that happens. And yeah, that moblin here can be completely skipped because of the collisions on what was our right side. Let me adjust that. Okay, I'm glad I adjusted that. I would have missed it, I think. So that is the swag strat of the run. So yeah, you can completely skip the moblin. Interestingly, if you come from a previous loaded area, the moblin is actually not loaded properly, and so on the way back from that bridge, the moblin is actually going to load underneath the ground, and so he's not going to be able to attack you. So here, you'll see that I purposely took damage from the flames, because if you go from the right side, you can easily miss it and just fall and just void out, and that's super bad. So let's just take our time. However, it's fine if I take damage. We're gonna have another heart piece before the first dungeon. However, on the way back, we'll have to be more careful, because if you get hit by those flames when jumping down to them, they're going to push you against the previous platform, which is higher. And so you're probably going to void out. So you want to avoid that. Okay, so we'll be waiting on this one. Bit too tight to my liking. Okay, cool. Monk-ass part of the run. One of the monk-ass parts of the run is over. So if you want to be safe, you can go and burn that ice first, or make it melt. Burn ice, nice. And then jump off the platform with the tunic after getting it. It's slower, but safer. Just checking. Okay, cool. Because if you walk back out of this place too quickly, the rock will unload before exploding, and you need it to to access the first dungeon, because there's a bomb flower underneath that you use to make the last wall before the dungeon explodes. In any percent, you can actually unload the next area, the one we're in right now. And that makes it so you completely skip those bomb flowers here, and therefore you can skip Power Bracelet. And we're gonna go over those fire temple blocks for a heart piece. Giving us another heart container and all our life. Oh gosh. So here you have a very tight jump, or to make it to that platform, but it's completely worth a try because you skip a lot of platforming and bomb flower management and puzzles. Oh cool, I'm ahead. So that takes us to Red Ice Cavern, the first dungeon of the run. Beautiful red version of OT's Ice Cavern. So this room has a silver rupee puzzle. So here for safety, I'm just gonna take care of those. You don't have to, but so here with flame storage, I grab the flame, and there's a torch right here, and that makes us completely skip the silver rupee puzzle because that silver rupee puzzle gives us a platform to reach the torch. But with a well-timed jump attack, you can just make it to the torch anyway. This also works glitchless, but you're on a kind of tight timer otherwise. So 100% glitched is pretty nice for that, just for this one glitch. And the last dungeon too, actually. But we'll get there when we get there. Okay, so we got some blue fire. Okay. Okay, that's actually faster than backwalking. So here, we're just gonna hang from this platform and completely and skip half of that room's puzzles. So you can either shield and you need the shield under the first rolling spikes and roll and backflip over the second one. Second rolling spikes to go across usually, but someone quickly discovered that you can just hang from the platform. It also skips trying to dodge the BMOS. Okay, wait a bit long here, I'm gonna have to get it fast. However, in version 2.0, this platform is a move, kind of waits for you. Okay, cool. Here I'm storing a damage value of 4 for a power crouch tab for the next room. So we can one-shot that foe. we gotta be careful here. Do not talk to that Poe during a run, because he does give you useful information, but it takes forever, so you really want to avoid talking to him. Interesting. And the switch we pressed on right before entering the coffin room opened up a gate so we can loop back. So that's one cool thing about that game. Dungeons are really well designed. They minimize backtracking. Now you can just mash A for a roll into that red ice, and that's gonna let you open that little chest for the upgrade. And that was Red Ice Cavern's boss. And we'll see what's in that chest. The Poe would have told us, but he's slow, so we don't go. Well, that's the hammer. This game has implemented hammer for young Link. And that is, the natural reward for a mini-boss is a heart container, and so this game just puts it in the chest for us. And that was it for Red Ice Cavern. A very, very pretty dungeon, but we have to go at some point. So we're gonna go back to the inn, but fortunately because of save warping, what's usually Link's house is the inn, in terms of overworld save warp point, and so we'll be back in the inn in no time. And there you go. So we'll finally be able to pick up what was, I think, a heart piece in the inn. Oh, cool twice. So yeah, we needed the power bracelet to lift those bonflowers. So that's why that inn was not fully completable until we completed Dawngrove. Oh wow, that's a bad angle actually. That rarely happens. Usually have a really nice angle to just get out of the room. I almost went right. So I talked about the devs for this game, but a lot of the Hylian community modders and ROM hackers helped for this game, so shoutouts to them. They've been working on some other amazing projects. One really cool ROM hack that came out last year was Nimpi's Adventure, if you haven't heard about it. Another reason why we don't complete all of Dawngrove right away is because of hammer. There's actually a ledge cancel that can be used to get the hammer boulder heart piece earlier. However, it's very RNG dependent, kind of difficult to do. So we can just save warp and come back. And that'll be the last time we see the Great Dusk Chasm. Since we'll be entering the last dungeon very soon. And yeah, another reason we want the hammer is to enter that last dungeon, Dusk Palace Gardens. The concept is interesting. It mixes up torch puzzles, switch puzzles with guards. So it can be difficult on your first attempts, but it's doable, and we have glitches, so it's going to be much more doable, especially flame storage. Flame storage, okay, let's just get caught here. That's going to be faster. Yeah, flame storage is going to help us skip most of the waiting on guards against the Deku Stick Flame time. So be careful about that guard right here, because he can see very far. So we activate the second switch. Okay, that's fine. Actually, that reminded me of there's a setup I made at some point, so we're gonna test it now. Okay, cool. So we're gonna push that statue 1, 2, 7 times 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then give ourselves some room behind it to push it onto that blue switch right in front of us, and that will unlock some fire for us. So from that golden torch, we can just get started with the torch puzzles. However, we're going to skip most of it using flame storage. I think I got it. Okay. I'm on a good pace, so... Okay, good. I either need to see it or hear it. No, 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 no. Okay. Again, that guard can see very, very far. So here you see that in glitchless you actually need to shoot that that ice switch to jump across with fire. However, with flame storage, we eliminate all that, and that gives us the last heart piece, our last heart container. Just wanted to make sure I had nuts, because you don't really use them, so really only for the definition. Oh gosh, cool. Okay, we're on a very good pace right now. Okay, so we unlocked most of the way to the boss. However, we need a boss key, so we're gonna go and get it. Okay, cool. That's fine. Notice the purple, violet boss key chest. Very, like, you know, it looks simple, but to me it's just so beautiful. And we jump slash to skip the water here. Here we just... Okay, he's kind of close. Okay, cool. And now we'll be lighting up the last torch in the game. Cool. Alright. So you might recognize that room from Fire Temple in the original Ocarina of Time. However, it's been revamped to that beautiful violet aura. The room is now harder because instead of being completely flat and even, it has like protruding platforms and fences to make the corners harder. There's that fire ring in the middle. However, the boss is pretty beautiful. Volvagia has been turned into Umbratia, the game's main villain, essentially. The beast from the beginning. Yeah, so this fight is the usual. You stun him with hammer. And then attack him for real. So only the second hit will actually damage it. The first one only stuns. So I need to do the equivalent of 4 jump attacks. So here you really want to be able to either do jump attacks or power crouch stabs against him. Okay, cool. I must take deep breath right now because I'm on a very good PB pace. I did not expect that for my commentated run. It's the second time it happened since I've been practicing for the commentary. The first and maybe the last commentary run practice were like almost PBs. Like, we don't know yet. I'm halfway through the fight and anything could happen, but this almost certainly PBs. Oh, dude. Ah, fine. Let's release the fairy in case. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Okay, I didn't lose too much time here. I think we're losing to gold, but it's fine. I still think I'm PBing with this. Alright, so that might be a bit more silent. Oh, shout out to another ROM hack I tried at the end of last year, and a Master of Time, Ocarina of Time ROM hack. Oh, dude, there's a way to get him twice. Okay. Good RNG? No. That's fine. But we'll just wait on that. Oh yeah, Master of Time, ROM hack that was developed in 2019, I believe. Really cool dungeon, super well designed. I didn't have time to finish it because I'm busy with lots of other stuff, but try it out, it's awesome. Alright, so that's the end of Umbratia, and we have saved the Dusk side and freed the Dusk side from that beast's influence. Only thing left for 100% definition is getting Umbratia's heart container, and then we're good. Time. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, so that was Zelda 64, Dawn and Dusk, 100% commentated run. Thank you to the developers, again, Captain CDI and Luigi Blood. Thank you to Highland Modding community for helping. Thank you for the good for the GG account LG. And yeah, so look out for this game. If you want to try it out just casually, or you can find it. There's a GitHub for the patches, and there's a leaderboard for run submissions. So we'll be happy to welcome you into our little speedrunning community. And thank you for listening and watching. See you around.